Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we are currently working on making some vehicle meshes. Now I want to go ahead and do transform geometry to origin. No, not geometry to origin. Origin to geometry. No. We need to apply the mirror modifier. There we go. Object transform origin to geometry. No. What am I talking about? I want origin to 3D cursor. There we go. Now origin to geometry on these is fine, because we want them to be rotating evenly. But we have our cab done for our truck, and of course, we also have our delivery vehicle over here, and this is going to become our trailer. It's not quite there yet, but we'll go ahead and move this back about -1. And it's going to need to go a little further than that, actually. So about -0.5 further? No, I think that's a little too far. 0.25? 0.33. That seems pretty close to right. So we're going to move this back also. 0.33. 1.33 even. And we'll place that about like that. Now obviously this trailer is kind of comically small for the truck we've got going on here. But essentially all we need now is another set of wheels back here. We need to lengthen this trailer pretty substantially at this point. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and get this. Actually, I'm going to grab here. And we're going to lengthen this back to be, what, like 3 times further? So we would move this to be about there. Does that seem right? That's close. Maybe a little further. That seems about right there. Okay. Now, I'm probably just going to slightly enlarge these wheel wells. Kind of like so. 1.25. And then scale along the z-axis. Maybe we'll not scale along the z-axis at all. We might just move it up or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to delete these wheels though, and we're just going to place these wheels in their spot. And we can see right away, we don't fit. Okay, we can work with that. Let's go ahead and make it fit. So, I'm just going to continue scaling this up here, about 1.1 more. And then I feel like the height here should move up about 0.125. And then this should move up about 0.0125. Or rather 0.05125, so half that amount. About like so. And now it fits. Excellent. So here's the other thing. We need a second wheel well over here, because we want this to be about right here, 0.7, like so. So we need a second wheel well. There's no real way around that. The way we're going to do that is by selecting this, deleting all those faces, including the faces down here that didn't get deleted, I think. There we go. And then we're just going to select the loops with the wheel well, duplicate them, move them over about 0.75, I think. No, 0.7. And then we'll unify the wheel wells. The way we're going to do that is by deleting those vertices there. And the same on the other side. And then we're also going to delete these vertices to unify this. And then we should very simply be able to bridge edge loops. There we go. Now I don't like what's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and delete, I want to delete those vertices, don't I? No, I want to delete just the faces. Okay. And then we want to take what's going on down here, extrude that up, although I don't think we need this vertice, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. We want these to be at this height, so 0.65. Like so. And then we can just bridge this edge loop. Excellent. Now, I'm looking at this face, and I think this face has to go. Which of course means it has to go on this side as well. There we go. And then we will take this vertice on both sides and extrude it up to be at this level. Now we don't need an edge between them. We'll delete that edge. And then we will just have a triangle there for now. And that will give us a position to have that face. And then we'll have this triangle, which gives us this face again. Right? Where did that face come from? That face came from having these extruded inward. Or rather, these, right here, extruded upward. Did I miss one? I missed one. Okay. Place that right there. Excellent. And then that gives us what exactly? Well, we need to extrude this up to this height, as before. And then these actually need to be at this height, the same height. Is that a triangle over here? No, it's not. This is different. How is this different? Hang on. It's because I did this over there, which makes more sense. Okay, we'll leave it that way. Excellent. Okay. And then we kind of don't need this vertice or this vertice. We'll get rid of those. Go ahead and fill that in there. Excellent. Now, let's just take this here and move it to be right about here or so. And then I'm just going to mirror this across the y-axis, just by deleting that sign. Excellent. And now we have that, and we can take it straight down to about, well, what is our overall depth here? Do we want to take it all the way down? I think it's fine to take it all the way down. And then we do something like that internally. Then we can take this, extrude it over here, and extrude it all the way up. Like so, and then bridge this edge loop. And then the question is, how are we going to go about connecting all of this up? Well, I mean, we obviously don't actually want these faces, so we'll get rid of those. We do want an edge here and here, for sure. And then the question is, do we want to just do that? I think that's fine. It's not super important. Okay, so now we need to start working on this front section over here. And essentially, we want to delete these bottom vertices, like so. And then we want to, hang on, I deleted faces, not vertices. There we go. We want to grab these up so that they are just sitting on the, hang on, there's vertices down here as well. We don't want those. Just do that. There we go. This is different. Why is this different? Did I delete the wrong vertices? I may have deleted the wrong vertices. Okay, we'll just put it all back. Delete these vertices. Delete these vertices. Is this now different? No. Excellent. Okay, now we grab this and place it just on, like so. Technically, I don't think we need anything in there, and I don't think we need these vertices. So we'll just have a face going like that. Excellent. Now, we'll go ahead and extrude this to be basically right at the back here. So right about here is actually pretty good. And then we'll extrude it again back to about here. But this time, we're going to grab these vertices and move them down to this bottom point that we were at before. And then we're going to look at this and see how does that look. And the answer is, it looks like it needs a flip direction on it. And then we can go ahead and we can delete this face like so. Excellent. Now, of course, this does have the 2 loop cuts in it, like this. We'll go ahead and have those. Why can't we scale along certain axes? This is so weird. I don't know why that isn't working. Whatever. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. About like that. Okay. Now, this should be a simple matter of bridging edge loops. Like so. And there we have one semi. Excellent. Now, we do want the pivot point of the trailer to be very specifically calibrated. Specifically speaking, we want the pivot point to be at exactly the point of this face right here, because that's where we want it to rotate at. So we're just going to go ahead and place the 3D cursor at this position, and then object, transform, if I don't mess it up, origin to 3D cursor. And now you can see that we can turn like so. If we turn too sharply, you can see that we start clipping in. We can fix that very simply by grabbing our entire trailer apparatus here and just moving it back a little bit. We'll try 0.25. And you can see now we can turn almost 180 degrees. Well, we can turn 110 degrees without it starting to clip, which is a little extreme. But that's not bad. Okay, so there's our semi done, and we have our delivery vehicle done as well. I'm going to go ahead and grab the semi here and move it over about negative 12. There we go. So we have 3 vehicles left to do, right? We have the shipping ship. I guess that's what we're calling it now, the shipping ship. Oh boy. We also have trains and planes. Now that said, the question becomes, do we actually want to model those? I don't know the answer. You can see here a distinct difference between the profiles of our 2 vehicles so far, which is good. And we have a total number of triangles here of 5,234, which is maybe a bit high. One thing I would like to do is I'd like to go in and just remove doubles. Make sure that we've gotten no doubles going on here. None so far. Yeah, none at all. I'm a little shocked by that. Okay, so we've got 224 triangles in our trailer. We've got 542 in our tractor. We've got 330 in our delivery vehicle. And we've got almost all of the rest 604 per axle, essentially. So one thing we could think about doing is simplifying these a little bit. But well, that's a little weird. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then grab this over here because this isn't uniform. So we're just going to mirror modifier this. Now we are going to lose a couple of faces here. That is something we'll have to deal with. Let's go ahead and extrude this along the x-axis so that this is here. Kind of like that. Except we want this to be a triangle. And then we want this to be a quad. And also we don't want this vertice to exist at all. Yeah, that'll have to do. Okay, and this face can go away. This vertice can probably be moved down a bit, right? To be at about this z value. And then we just connect that up like so. And now we have half a delivery vehicle. But we can just go ahead and do a mirror on it along the y-axis. And then we can just extrude these right here to be at 0 on the y. What? Oh, we want it to be local 0 on the y. There we go. That makes a wee bit of a difference. And then we'll just close these gaps. Excellent. Now it looks like there is actually still a gap here, because this one isn't at 0. There we go. Now apply that mirror modifier and just remove doubles in case there are any. There aren't. The mirror modifier already removed them correctly. Excellent. Okay, well, there are our two, at least as of right now, most important vehicles. It is time for a cut though, so I'm going to go ahead and put one in right now, and next episode I'm not exactly sure if we're going to continue modeling vehicles or if we're going to start implementing yet. I guess we will find out together. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.